Has anything changed? Today on Locked On A's.
You are Locked On A's, your daily podcast on the Athletics, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Welcome to Locked On A's, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. I am your host, Booney, one name, all passion. Thank you for making Locked On A's your first listen of the day. I'm from the Bay Area, and I've been a diehard A's fan since '81. This isn't just another A's podcast. This is the most informative and insightful show on the A's, period. We cover the A's every single day, breaking down games, delivering the latest team news, and giving you deep, thoughtful analysis you will not find anywhere else. If it's happening in Sacramento or in Las Vegas, we got you covered. We are free and available wherever you get your podcast, including YouTube. And please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button wherever you are following the show. Well, guys, after finally snapping an 11-game losing streak on Sunday, the A's had a chance to build something, anything, against the Astros yesterday. Instead, they got bulldozed 11-1 in a game that looked like a carbon copy of the previous 2 weeks. So the question has to be asked, has anything actually changed? Or did Sunday's win just give this team and maybe even us a false sense of hope? Because from the looks of it, the losing streak may be over, but the losing mentality is still alive and well. And then there's Mark Kotsay. His post-game comments after Sunday's win were meant to sound confident, but they raised more red flags than reassurance. Is he the right guy to lead this clubhouse? Is there too much acceptance of mediocrity within the organization? Maybe it's time to stop pretending this is a sleeping giant and start considering the possibility that the A's just aren't that good. Are the expectations wrong? Or are we just refusing to accept the reality staring us in the face? Let's dig into all of that today on Locked On A's. Well, guys, going into yesterday's game, I don't think there's been a game in a long time I have been extremely excited about and anticipating with JP Sears on the bump for the A's against Hunter Brown. While I knew Hunter Brown was going to be extremely, extremely tough to beat, I thought JP Sears would be able to match him. And Semboy, man, this really sucks now. It's far from over, but it's hard to stay excited for A's baseball. I don't blame you, Semboy. I don't blame you at all for saying that, man. It is hard. It's very, very hard right now to stay excited. Like I said, going into yesterday's game, I thought beating Hunter Brown was going to be very, very difficult. Hunter Brown's one of the best pitchers in all of baseball. And I seem to catch myself saying that a lot with everybody we face, because the fact of the matter is there's a lot of really good pitchers in baseball, and every team has their ace. I thought JP Sears was going to give more. He's had that's his third outing in a row where it's been rough for him. He had a rough outing against obviously against the Astros, against the Giants, and then previous to that, it was, who was it previous to that? The Yankees, I believe. And he hasn't looked good at all the last 3 days. Big names, R.D. Moss, big name for A's, cold as ice. Yeah, we've been cold for sure. I mean, I don't know if there's anything we can really do yesterday with regard to JP Sears' outing. The guy got absolutely rocked. What was this finally? 3 1/3, 10 hits, 9 runs, 9 earned. And you really look, which caused me to look and see where the A's have gotten blown out. They have lost, what is their record this year? They have 29 losses. Is that what it is? I've even lost track of that. I don't even want to know. 32 losses, excuse me. 32 losses they've had. Out of the 32 losses, guys, check this out. 15 losses of 5 runs or worse. 6 losses of 10 runs. Check out some of these blowouts. I don't know if this is common with every other team. I can't imagine it being. I haven't looked into it, but check this out. Cubs 18-3 loss. Cubs 10-2 loss. Rockies 12-5 loss. Mets 8-0. Brewers 14-1. White Sox 10-3. Rangers 15-2. Yankees 10-2. Yankees 12-2. Dodgers 9-3. Dodgers 19-2. Giants 9-1. Angels 2 times 10-5 each time. And then yesterday 11-1 against the Astros. I mean, we are just getting blown out of the woods against a lot of these teams. It wasn't a heartbreaker, RD Moss, that's for sure. It seems like we're going one way or the other. It seems like it's either a heartbreaker or we're just absolutely getting blown out. At least the heartbreaker, we're kind of competing. I don't know. I'm surprised by JP Sears. I'm surprised about his last 3 outings and getting rocked the way he has. Lawrence Butler on the good news went 3 for 3. He's up to 252 with the 760 OPS. We made another move. We brought up Drew Avens, who I've talked about last week a little bit. I like that move a lot. I like Avens. 1 for 1 in his 1 at bat. Wilson 1 for 4. Rooker 0 for 4. Soderstrom's been struggling, man. He's 1 for his last 16 with 11 strikeouts or 10 strikeouts, something like that. He's been struggling big time, and he's been up and down. His batting average is down to 264 and he still has, 10 home runs. So after the quick start he has had, he has slowed down. I don't know. I don't know what to make of this team right now, man. Denzel Clark had his first career hit yesterday. It was an infield hit. Legged it out, which was nice. But bottom line is we just got blown out. And like I said, I thought it was going to be difficult to get a guy like Hunter Brown. Hunter Brown's been lights out. His ERA is down to 2. But did I think it was going to be 11-1 and just for us just not to even show up again after the bounce back we had on Sunday? I don't know. Obviously very, very disappointed. Mikel Otanez, who's a key part of our bullpen last year, had another bad outing, and we actually sent him down to AAA Vegas. Speaking of AAA Vegas, JJ Bleday and Seth Brown made their debut yesterday, and they both went off. Brown was, what was Brown? 3 for 5 with a home run, 4 RBIs. Bleday, 2 for 4 with a home run, 2 RBIs, I think. They were awesome. Bleday led off, and Brown batted third. But it gives you an idea of like the level of competition between AAA and the big leagues. I mean, I can't even really get mad anymore. I mean, I'm all out of mad. Like Semboy said, man, it sucks right now. It's far. Semboy sums up exactly how I feel, man. It's hard to stay excited, man, because every time there's like a little bit of hope, it's like something like yesterday happens where it's not even a competitive game. I mean, the game was over literally in the second inning. I mean, once they put up a 4 spot in the bottom of the second, I was like, there is no chance they're going to score 4 runs off Hunter Brown. I mean, they put up a solo bomb in the 4th, and that was it. You get excited for like a leadoff hit, and like we did in the first inning, and then 6-4-3 double play, or whatever it was. Same thing later on in the game as well. Another double play by I think Rooker grounding into one. It's extremely, extremely exciting. I'm going to take a break real quick, guys, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to go back to some comments Kotsay made on Sunday that I wanted to talk about at the time, but I didn't want to put any type of damper on the mood. But it's something that stuck out. Up next. All right, if you are in the trades and you are still running around to 10 different stores just to get what you need, what are you doing? There's a better way. It's called supplyhouse.com, and it's built just for you. Whether you are a plumbing pro, HVAC wizard, or electrical expert, Supply House is your online hookup for getting the job done without wasting your time or your gas money. Their website is so easy to use. It's basically the power tool of online supply ordering. It's packed with resources, how-tos, and the newest product drops. And with over 200,000 parts from more than 400 top brands, if they don't have it, does it even exist? Coast-to-coast delivery? Check. Fast shipping? Check. The one fitting you swore nobody had in stock? Double check. Need help? Supply House doesn't throw you into a phone maze of robotic nonsense. You get a real person, an actual human who knows their stuff and won't read off a script like it's their first day on Earth. And if you're a trade pro, and you know you are, you've got to check out their Trade Master program. It's free, it's baller, and it gets you VIP treatment, dedicated phone line, free shipping, discounts on every single order. Tens of thousands of pros are already in. Don't be the last one to the job site. So here's what you do. Go to supplyhouse.com/TM to join the Trade Master program right now. Then use code SH5. That's SH5 to get 5% off your first order. That's supplyhouse.com. Stop hauling. Start clicking. Get back to building. So Mark Kotsay had some comments after the game on Sunday, and he had some on Saturday as well. And the comments basically said, listen, it's hard to win in Major League Baseball, and you have to celebrate every single win. It kind of takes me kind of to the mindset that goes with this team. To me, celebrating and is for doing something out of the ordinary, right? And yeah, you should take some type of solace and some type of gratification in doing your job every single day. But celebrating, I don't know. Ultra, Sears never looked comfortable on the mound yesterday, and Soderstrom's body language on the field has been better. Let's go, Sevy. Yeah, today. I mean, it's afternoon. I mean, shoot, we tee it off in about 45 minutes, Ultra. I'm not too worried about last night. Series sweeping slider to a bunch of righties with those short Crawford boxes were a bad combo, especially with Brown on the mound. Now, if these played poorly today, right? I agree with you, Gravity. Yeah, today's a big one, no question about it. I thought it was going to be tough yesterday, but yeah, I'm with you. It's really about today and what we bring to the table today. But again, going back to Kotsay's comments, that mindset with regard to celebrating winning. I don't think the Dodgers or Yankees or the great teams are celebrating wins. Now you could say, hey, well, they're the Yankees and the Dodgers and this. Well, no, they have a winning mindset. And that's what I feel is missing from this A's team is that type of winning mindset. Winning should be expected. It should be something that you're doing your job. Yeah, for sure. Take some sort of gratification in winning and solace in it. Seth is in AAA now. John and I are going. Yes, Seth Brown and JJ Bleday are both at AAA. They played last night. Seth Brown was 3 for 5 with a home run, 4 RBIs. Bleday was 2 for 4 with a home run as well. But again, back to my point with regard to Kotsay, it's like winning should be something that we expect as an organization, and I feel like almost mediocrity is something we're accepting. We don't. It almost feels like, we're treating this franchise and everything around it. It's like as the bad news theirs. Like, we can't believe we got to win. Extremely, extremely frustrating to think of it like that. And, I go back to myself. It's like, are we that good? Was the expectations that I thought of the team, was it wrong? Are we really a rebuilding team? Is it going to take a lot more time? Are we not ready now? Maybe I was wrong in this whole thing. I don't know. I've seen sparks. I've seen this happen. I've seen us do all right, but Like I said, we're getting blown out of the building on so many of these nights, and it's past frustration, it's past angry, it's so forth. I mean, do we start looking towards the off season now? I don't like to call for the manager to get fired early, but man, he needs to go. I'm with you too, Master Ball. I don't like that either. I don't like calling for a manager to get fired either. And I don't think, obviously we will. But I tell you what I don't like either. I don't like the mindset. I don't like the mindset of accepting losing and celebrating winning. And accepting the idea that these are young guys and we're growing and we're trying to improve from a 69-win team. I get all that stuff. But how do you go into a game and say, hey, let's just try to get better? Or Hunter Brown's going to be someone who's going to be really, really tough to beat. It's all about coaching, and coaching sucks enough of Emerson and Bush. Nick, I don't disagree with you. I don't know if it has to do with the fundamentals and the approach of coaching and just more of the attitude in holding the guys accountable for what they're doing. It is so frustrating, man. It is so frustrating when the leaderships of the organization has a different mindset than simply winning. And yeah, Gravity Falls Pipeline. I hate to even ask, but since we are still building, does it make sense to trade a young star for prospects at the deadline? It's a good question, Gravity. I don't know what direction the management of this organization is headed. And, when people talk about Fisher being a bad owner, I'm not looking at the other stuff. I'm looking at this stuff, man. All I cared about and all I've always cared about was what we produce on the field. And shoot, with the exception of the last 3 years, we've produced something pretty darn good on the field. But for the attitude and the acceptance of losing, being cool, and to celebrate winning, to me is unacceptable, man. Winning should be expected. And when Kotsay said that, I was like, what? I didn't want to say anything at the time because I was like, hey, we just broke an 11-game winning streak. I didn't want to be negative. But, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. That message kind of falls downhill. It goes to the guys. It goes to the clubhouse. And it translates to what's on the field. From every part of this organization right now, everything with regard to this organization is not professional. And winning is not a priority. And competing is not a priority. That's what's frustrating for me, man. Just compete. Just compete. That's all I ask. I feel like we have a good team. I really, really do. And I feel like this team is better than a lot of other teams, personnel-wise. I mean, I really, really, really do. Let's take a look at that. Up next. Guys, are we really that good? Are we just not very good, right? Are we just not very good? Let's take a look. Let's take a look at our roster. I want to take a look at our roster and see what we got. I'm just not. Maybe I'm delusional. And I don't get it. Yeah, it sucks. Watch them trade Miller at the deadline. I wouldn't mind a Mason Miller trade. At this point, I think closers are a dime a dozen if we could get something good in return. If the A's make the playoffs, big if, where they're going to play their home games, who knows, man? Foosbox, who knows, brother? They did talk about that in they had that question going into the season, and Major League Baseball said to be announced to answer your question. But, I mean, we're a long way from that, right? Nick, you just think we're not very good, huh? Yeah, maybe. Maybe I'm the delusional one. I mean, okay, so let's look at our thing. Lawrence Butler and Wright. He's starting to pick it up now. We have Rooker. Soderstrom is just Shea Langoliers. Jacob Wilson's been unbelievable. Andujar's been really good. Kurtz is good. The pitching, Severino, Springs, Sears, Lopez was good. Hoagland, Holman, Hogan Harris, Justin Sterner. I don't know. Gravity, hitting is fine, but they need to work on small ball. We need to acquire pitching at the deadline and to make a run. And that's another thing. Good point. Small ball. So baseball's taken this new approach to things, right? And it's just not the A's, where the approach at the plate or when you are a hitter does not change when runners are in scoring position. For example, a runner on third, less than 2 outs. Baseball has taught these guys you take the exact same approach no matter what, which is why we're seeing a big struggle with regard to the A's. So is it more the analytics of baseball? Is it how we are approaching the game? We constantly hear Kotsay in post-game press conferences, pre-game, hey, we're a bunch of sluggers. We're sluggers. We're sluggers. That's great. I don't know, Master Ball. I don't know, man. It seems like they have no... You know what? I think you said it right there, man. Master Ball, I think you nailed it. No direction. That's how it has felt like. That's how it has absolutely felt like. Like we don't have any direction. I couldn't agree with you more. Could it be pitching is average without the extra foul grounds at the Coliseum? I mean, Fusebox, I get what you're saying, right? Two things. It goes for both teams in that situation. And, I mean, pitching's just getting hit. And they're getting hit hard, right? Would that make a difference from certain at-bats on both sides? Sure. Would that change the outcome of the games? No, I don't think so. Do I think we would have more wins at the Coliseum if I'm looking back at it now in hindsight? Yes, I do. That's not going out on a limb anywhere. You know, it's not really difficult to make that comment considering how poorly we have done at home. But I mean, listen, the Tampa Bay Devil Rays have won 6 in a row. They're crushing it. They're playing in a minor league ballpark. So there's a lot of excuses with the thing. Again, that team has some veterans. They have some leadership. I don't know, man. Like I said, it's just I thought it was going to be tough yesterday. Sears against Hunter Brown. I thought that was going to be a tough game to get. Gravity Sterner to Miller should be ashamed. Good has Trevino to Trinan. Yeah, Trinan was something, man. Today's huge. I can't say enough about today and how big of a game it is. Lineup's going to be similar as it was yesterday. Lawrence Butler in right field leading off. Jacob Wilson batting second, playing shortstop. Rooker DHing, batting third. Soderstrom batting cleanup, in left. Andujar batting fifth, playing third. Langoliers batting sixth. CJ Alexander batting seventh. Urias batting eighth. And Denzel Clark batting ninth. We're going against Lance McCullers. Lance McCullers has had one outing. He got rocked, 6.57 ERA. He has been hurt for a while. good pitcher. We know his history. He's been around for a while. Hasn't pitched before this year. Last time he pitched was in 2022, where he only had 8 games started. So really, his last full season was in 2021. So, yeah. I don't want to put must win on today's game, but being 55 games into a season, it's as close as a must win as you can have. And like I said, I'm not having these comments here. Yesterday's like a 5-2 ball game or a 4-1 loss or whatever it is. But 11-1 just to get absolutely just blown out right off the bat. I mean, maybe it's just a one-off with regard to Sears. I mean, I've been high on Sears all year. That's the guy I want on the mound. So maybe I'm the delusional one. Maybe I just don't get it, which is possible too, right? I'm not buying the fact that we're not very good. I'm just not buying that, Nick. I know you said it. I'm just not buying the fact that we're not very good. I'm going to stick with this team, and as far as where we're at in the standings, we're still right there. We're not a whole way off. I can't imagine that Houston is that good of a ball club. They're not. With Jordan not even hitting. Is Jordan even in the lineup today? No, he's still out. So I'm just not buying the fact. It's just, yeah. We'll see what happens today, guys. I'll be around post-game. Come by post-game after the game. We'll break it down. Hopefully we're celebrating a win. We sure need today. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully I will Master Ball. I'm not buying it either at the other ALT. Yeah, I'm with you, Master Ball. I'm not buying it either. I think we are now exactly tied with last year's record. I think you're right. All A's, yeah, they're finally happy. You would think that would be Semboy. You would think that would be some sort of motivation. It's not. You too, Sam. Hopefully, I'll see you guys after the game. Hopefully, we could celebrate a win and get back to normal, guys. Take care, fellas. You made the right call by making Locked On A's your first listen. Championship mindset, elite taste. Now, for your second listen, it's time to hit the big stage with Locked On MLB Game Night. Every game, every night, all season long. It's like the MLB version of Red Zone, except instead of touchdowns, you're getting bombs, bat flips, and bullpen meltdowns from across the league. You will get local experts breaking it all down with that home team edge, but on a national scale. No fluff, no filler, just real talk from people who actually watch the games. So after you roll with us, level up with Locked On MLB Game Night. Find it on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts.